What up, everybody? PrezzEks in his house, and welcome to another 5-hour review. We all know that 5 hours isn't enough time to experience most games in their entirety, but I'm here to sum up what you will get in the first 5 hours of a particular game to help get you started on your decision-making process, assuming you haven't already purchased it. But if you have, then watch this to see if a refund is a better choice. Okay, this time we got XCOM 2 in the hot seat, developed by PrezzEks game, published by 2K. It's a turn-based tactical shooter with some RPG elements in there. And, you know, this is one of my favorite genres, to be honest. And in this one, this is set 20 years after XCOM Enemy Unknown. And we ended up losing the war with the aliens in the last one. Oh, woe with us, we lost. And not only that, the council ended up betraying us and just giving in to the aliens like some little biatches. It's pretty much bullshit. But luckily a small group of us went into hiding, a resistance group, and now, I mean, you're trying to make communication with more resistance groups that are hiding all over the place. So we're trying to establish communication with them so we can get up and running and become a big team again, because the place is controlled by the aliens and we don't like it. We got to take our country black or black. We got to take the earth back, you know, for ourselves. And in order to do that, we got to stop certain events from happening and make sure we move forward. You have 4 different classes, each with their own unique abilities and weapon types. First, you got the Ranger, which is one of the most badass classes in the game. Actually, all of them are pretty badass, but I love the Ranger because it has the melee. It has a sword and a shotgun. The Ranger class will also be your stealth class. It has a lot of stealth moves and quiet steps and shadow steps and phantom steps, all kinds of not staying in concealed mode type of skills, which is cool. Next, you got the Sniper. Okay, I changed my mind. The Sniper is definitely the most badass class in the entire game. Equipped with a sniper rifle as the primary weapon and a pistol as a secondary weapon. The Sniper also comes with a lot of skills to support each weapon. You have the sniper side of the skill tree and the gunslinger side, which focuses more on the pistol and returning fire with the pistol and various pistol things. I haven't gotten too far in the skill tree, as you can see, but I've gotten far enough just to know what they're both about. Next, you got the Specialist. You can see my Specialist is looking sad right now. He got beat down in the last mission. But they're equipped with the standard assault rifle and a Gremlin. The Gremlin is basically for hacking and what else does it do? Oh, aiding. It can take the med kit over and heal people. And I think it can do other stuff. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten far enough to see how much it can do. I recommend you equip the Specialist with a med kit so you can, you know, aid your falling soldiers or your hurt soldiers. In the Specialist skill tree, you got a side that's more focused on medic and aiding, and you got a side that's focused more on hacking. So it's your choice of which one you would like to pick. I personally went towards the medic because, as you know, the first Specialist I got in the game, I would like him to be a medic because you're going to need a medic on the field. Secondly, a hacker. I don't know how important the hacker is, but you do see some perks during your hacking sessions that you probably get a better chance at getting if you had a better hacker. I don't know. And lastly, we got the Grenadier. Freaking badass Grenadier equipped with the cannon weapon. It's basically like a Gatling gun type of weapon. And then you got the grenade launcher that can blow up everything. And 2 frag grenade spots. So he's explosive for sure. He's the one he's really the tank. He's the tank of the gang. He's the tank of the gang for sure. And I say that because I think he can get like armor along the way and stuff like that to enhance his armor. But his 2 sides of a skill tree is Demolition Expert and Heavy Gunner. Demolition Expert is more focused on explosions and more grenades and all that. And Heavy Gunner, as you know, is focused on the suppression moves and the shredder moves, kind of like in the old game. It's not too different from the last XCOM. You're stationed on your floating base called the Avenger. There's less emphasis on the building segments of the Avenger. There's not as many slots as on the last one, and it's not as hard and not as complicated. It's more simplistic for the casual users. I mean, it's more simple. You could definitely pick this up if you're a casual gamer and figure that out, as opposed to the last one, was more harder to figure out. But this one's a lot simpler to me. I mean, to me at least. And then you got your world map where it shows you all of your mission areas and how much time it takes to get to those areas. And, you know, the more time it takes for you to get places, then dark events happen. And the Avatar project progresses as time goes by, and then things pop up on the map and you have to try to tackle them in a certain amount of time before the Avatar project advances. Which brings me to the first thing I actually don't like too much about the game. I'm not too fond of the fact that all of the missions are basically timed. You have to hurry up and do things before your turns run out. You have to blow up something, protect somebody, get somebody back to the ship, or do things before certain things happen, which in turns makes it a timed event. So it kind of sucks. So you don't have time to love the scenario or think about your tactics too much. There's not too many ways to approach situations because basically you just have to rush in there and kill everyone and get out of there as fast as possible. So it really limits the ways you can complete the mission. It's only one way, rush, most of the time. And then also you're timed on a map because everything you're doing, if you do things, the Avatar project will progress during the things you do. So you have to rush and try to decide whether you want to go. It kind of makes it more tactical, so you can't get too mad at that, but still you're timed, and who likes time limits? But that doesn't really take away too much from the game. It's still enjoyable. It wouldn't even deduct 1 point if I was doing a point system from the game. The game is really buggy, same as the last game. It has the same exact bugs plus a couple of more, and you know, you'll shoot through your friends, break windows that are not there, and jump. And it's just weird and glitchy, and it's kind of horrible. But hopefully they're going to patch that soon. I'm at the time of me recording this review, there is no patch right now, so things are still pretty broken. The game is very unstable. 60 frames per second is hard to maintain, and it's not like the game's graphics are that demanding to where you feel like you have to freaking turn down some settings to run. And even if you do turn them down, you're still going to have an unstable game. I don't know why it's so unstable like this. The frame rate fluctuates crazy, and it just kind of pisses me off. But again, it doesn't take away from the game. I'm still enjoying it, and I'm pretty sure they're going to patch that stuff in the future. Right off bat, I can tell that this one was better than the last one. As soon as I turned it on, it was way more cinematic. I can already see that there was a lot more customization going on. Classes are a lot better. The new concealed feature is pretty dope. So they got some freaking stealth in there, basically. There's not enough turn-based tactical shooters out there, especially with RPG elements and things like that. So this game's definitely a plus, and it's kind of one of those games you're not going to find too many of in the market, so it stands alone almost. But you do have some indie developers who make these kind of games also, but they're not AAA budget wise, and they're not as good as XCOM. Really. The game is 100. It's dope. In conclusion, purchase or die. Father, oh father, I came from the bottom. Now open up heaven, so blessings on me. I walked on that walk and I struggled that walk, turned away from the block. Now it's time to hear me. All I